I think it's long overdue that SANRAL takes over certain elements of it that pass through town to make sure that this important R23 is well maintained and in good standards in accordance with its importance as well as a national road. The work we are witnessing today was about 300 million rands, this phase. But before then, as you can imagine, this is a long road. We started with the first project in 2016. That was about 460 million. We then did another phase 2 in another section, which completed in 2017 for 660 million. So all in all, we had already spent 1.1 billion. And then in April, we did this 300 million here. For this 300 million, what's impressive about this road is that we spend 120% on 120 million on local SMMEs, 52 SMMEs, grade 1 and 2 exclusively, because we couldn't find grade 3 and 4s here and upwards. So lots of mentoring, lots of assistance for people to do the work, the markings, the guardrails, and all of the work. Most of the approaches to the bridge were done by the SMMEs. So the contractor was really almost playing a supervisory quality assurance role, as well as mentoring role. The bridge that we're about to open, it's one of 6 bridges that we fixed. So the focus for the works we did was primarily based on safety improvements. We also have some traffic circles further down the line, as well as some islands, really to improve mobility, but also with a focus on safety. So we're quite proud of the work that the teams have done here, Minister, and thank you for coming. We can take a walk down the route. That's the end of the yes, we can explain. We can work down the road towards the reopening. But yeah, it's one of the best roads that the teams have done using a lot of SMME participation. Okay, so Minister, as I said, this is one of 6 bridges on the R23. It's a standard SANRAL bridge on the R roads, slightly bigger. One of the things that was done was to lift the bridge by just about half a meter to make sure that it accommodates the volumes that may be going through. Sorry.
Bengicela MEC ube ngale. Bengicela MEC abe ngapha. Bengicela baphome. Besicela yesena usihlalo weboard. Uphi usihlalo weboard yeSANRAL? Bengicela umbaba umhambi. Baba mhambi. Oh usasale ngale. Oh. No, besicela umhambi. Oh nangu. No, nangu. Woza ngapha baba mhambi. Thanks ba. Cela uze ngapha mhlonishwa. Woza la. Mana ya eduze kamphathiso. Eyiwa. Awuzwake. Bengizocela ke ukuthi manje ke sikhulumeke ukuthi sizovula lo mgwaqo as the CEO has said. Is millions of rands to billions of rands that the minister has invested in this portfolio, especially this route. It's an economic route linking Gauteng to the sea. In other words, it goes all the way from Gauteng, Johannesburg, all the way via Standerton, all the way to the N11, down to Richards Bay. That is where this road is going. So in other words, it's a major arterial, as the CEO was saying, that it's long overdue that this road was supposed to be like this. So we are very happy that the minister has done very well to commission SANRAL to come and upgrade this road. Now the minister is opening the road. Now that's where we count. We start counting now. We say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Siyabonga kakhulu mhlonishwa, sibonga kakhulu. Besicela ke uminister athi kancane athi qaphu. Siyazi okuningi uzokhuluma lapha ne10 kodwa siyacela mphathisi ukhulume nala. Siyabonga kakhulu.
No, thank you very much. Dr. Hlabisa, MEC, executive mayors, all protocol observed, our media as well. This is yet another beautiful day for South Africa, where we showcase the infrastructure that we have, the best in the world. We compare very well with the best countries and the most developed countries when it comes to quality of our roads, such as this one. When it comes to SANRAL, we always say you keep your good roads good. And that is exactly what we are doing here. We say to our people, this creates opportunities not only for yourselves, but for South Africa. When you speak about economic growth, these roads promote economic growth. These roads give us opportunity. They attract investors to come to our country because we have got beautiful roads. But also what it means is that when you talk to trading, that we have to do with our trading partners, we transport our goods on some of these beautiful roads. Of course, we want to move some of our goods to rail, but those that are road friendly are supposed to be transported on our roads. And these beautiful roads can carry whatever weight of vehicles because they are built in the best quality that you can find anywhere in the world. So yes, it's another day. It's a beautiful day. If I was able to sing, I was just going to sing to say it's a beautiful day. We are celebrating. We are saying this is investment. It's billions, like you have said. It's not anything less than R1 billion just to actually have this road constructed and be the quality it is. And this is what we're capable of, the excellence of engineers, in fact, engineering excellence that we have in South Africa that are responsible for these roads. They speak their languages as engineers, and they do it. They don't just speak, but they do it. So yes, indeed, we are celebrating, and we must be very happy. When we see a pothole, we must be able to say, this road is potholed, but there are roads that are not potholed. It's a mixture. It's a mixed bag. Some, they're not that good, but this one is the best of the best. It compares very well with the best quality roads in the world. And that's what we are able to do as South Africa. I thank you very much. Hala la SANRAL, hala la.
Minister, Minister has agreed to take some few questions from the media colleagues that are here. They've been asking since our first stop to get questions, and we promised to give them here. So Zikona, Chona, I don't know if you are ready. You asked first.
Minister, if you can just talk about your partnership with SANRAL to fix especially the in-roads that are not part of the national roads.
With us, it's not partnership. SANRAL is our entity. It's our implementing arm. You could have had SANRAL within the Department of Transport, but we decided to create an agent. So it's our implementing arm. So they do the work as expected by ourselves. We own the national roads. We construct, we maintain them through SANRAL. So it's a state-owned company. If I'm answering your question very well. And then, of course, we have their national roads. Like I've said, with SANRAL Road, we said you keep your good roads good. So their roads must be good and they must be maintained so that they remain good, rather from good to very good, but nothing less. And that is exactly what they are doing. But it's not without cost. It is costly to construct a road. It is costly to maintain a road. And that is why we feel extremely bad when people do not have water. Then they ban our roads, because they're not banning just a rand. They are banning billions of rands, but also they are chasing away investors. So you've got your immediate effect and impact on that on the road, but you've got a lot of peripheral negative effects that happen because of the road that will therefore develop potholes. And that is why we talk to our people to say, please don't do that. Doesn't matter how angry you are. Preserve the legal that we have as a country. We are only a developing country, not a developed country.
Minister Mpumalanga from ENCA, we've spoken about this before. Is the minister satisfied with the state of safety of national roads? This road, for example, there are no street lights. So I imagine if you're driving at night, the risk for crime and all of that, and not just here, but also in Gauteng as well, and other roads that have been flagged. And what is being done to address those issues?
It will not be possible that we're going to have lights on all our national roads. It doesn't happen anywhere in the world. That is why our cars have got lights, so that where there are no lights like that, then you use your cars, your car lights. That's the first thing. The second is the issue of criminality that is now happening on our roads. And we are saying we would want to have our national roads being smart roads. That also calls for budget. It calls for resources. But that is exactly what we have said to SANRAL, that our roads must be smart roads. Thirdly, we have said, working together with the SAPs, we are identifying those areas that are prone to criminality, and therefore we ensure that ourselves we deploy resources, including our traffic officers, but also working together with the police. We ensure that there's patrolling that happens, particularly during times where that criminality happens. But otherwise, we will have lights on some of the parts of our roads, but definitely not throughout the network of SANRAL. We'll not be able to do that. That is why we've got lights on our cars.
Monetarily, how much is the value of the goods that flow on this road? The goods, yeah.
What is the question?
The value of the goods.
Yeah, I wouldn't, thank you, Minister. I wouldn't know in this particular road, we don't have the numbers handy, but let us give you a sense of the SANRAL roads and their importance to the economy. The 24,000 kilometers that we have is just about 4% of the total road network in South Africa. But that 4% alone carries almost 40% of all vehicle kilometers in the country. It carries about 60 to 70% of freight on the road. So all freight that you see is carried by SANRAL roads. Between 80 and 90% is carried by all the roads freight. And hence the minister is saying we need to accelerate the migration of certain goods from road to rail, so that balance must move down from the 80 to 90 to probably around 60%. So 4% is carrying an incredible amount of traffic, and therefore it becomes very important. Thank you.
Can I just give one more question about this road?
Sorry. Can we allow them to close the road? While everyone goes. Because
Sorry, thank you very much, Baba. Thank you very much. Can we then ask our traffic officers, please, to start opening that route, but all of us must move on the side so that we are safe. And some of us, or most of us, need to go back to the stadium now. Only few must remain here with the minister and the leadership here, just to carry on with the. Yeah.
Two more questions.
Yeah. No, they will engage. They will. Yeah. In fact, I need everybody, colleagues. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the media houses here. They need to come this side to see which ones, Zandi. Sorry. You need to you need to make sure. Yeah, everyone must come this side. Please, traffic control, please release. Yeah, release the side, please. Yeah, they must slow down a little bit. They mustn't be too fast.